What is up, everybody? This is Mark the Mike, and this is another The Wrestling Babble podcast by Wrestling Crew Inc. I'm Mark the Mike. I'm joined by my partner, Louis Beans.
What is up? What is up?
We got a lot of wrestling to cover. NXT Vengeance Day, we'll give a full review next week just because we want to watch the whole thing, and we'll get that for next week because there's also a lot more other wrestling to cover. We did miss out last week, but we'll probably just keep up to date so we don't remember because from what we remember and stuff. But go following the storylines and everything like that. But first, we have our wrestling retrospect, and you picked Liar Valkyrie or
Yes.
Valkyrie.
I did not find too much.
Me
Where
either.
she had a name. I
Yeah,
saw a lot of stuff was independent, so she didn't
yeah.
really have a name. It was just the caption was just like WWE's Lyra Valkyria
Okay,
versus some person I don't think we have heard of.
okay,
Because I'll give you an example right now. The first one I picked is the caption says WWE Raw Lyra Valkyria versus LJ Cleary. Oh, and LJ Cleary versus Katie Harvey and Michael Mayhem. I don't I'm
no,
not familiar with Katie Harvey and Michael Mayhem.
I have never heard of them.
I think I've heard of LJ Cleary, but like it might have been um Evil Uno who mentioned them because I think maybe they cross paths. So I
Probably
think
like a
that's probably
UK.
this is 100% an Irish promotion, Celtic Championship Wrestling,
Okay,
CCW.
okay, cool.
So, um, this let's see, it says it's 19. Well, not 19. It says it's 2015 when this went up, December 14th.
Yeah.
So this was a long while ago. Intergender tag team match. Um, Here everybody's super young, like they're probably 20, maybe the youngest person here. Like they look like kids.
Yeah.
So so Lyra, her opponent is super young. I mean, but you can even tell here that she was extremely competent. Like again, not as polished as we see now.
Yeah.
Even the girl she was going against, again, I don't know who trained them, but like these Irish wrestlers, man, they out there, they're not bad. I'll put that out there. Like just seeing a little bit of the independence I've seen, like they're pretty good, especially good at getting the people riled up because that's what they do during the match. Lyra, I think, is babyface, aka good guy, because they just are the two of the people are really just grimy the way they try to treat
Yeah.
try to treat. Um, the commentary is pretty funny because at one point the dude gets chopped like super hard, and then for the rest of the match, there's a point where the guy goes, "So and so still trying to scrape his nipple off the canvas," because you see him just he got tagged out and he's just down in the corner just with his hand on his chest because I guess he got. Um, she does a lot of high flying stuff in this one, but her partner's the one that gets the win with a kind of boo boo frog splash. So there you go. So her team wins. Lyra and LJ Cleary.
Most of my stuff I got from NXT UK because that's where I got introduced to her, and she had a lot of stuff there. I also looked down there, AOIFE Valkyrie, because that was her name in NXT UK. Olif
Okay. Okay.
Valkyrie, or something like that. But anyway, my first match is a no DQ match. This is with Gunther's wife, Jenny. This is Valkyria versus Jenny, no DQ match. This was in NXT UK August 21st, 2021. So no crowd in this UK match. They hit hard, very hard in this match, and this was a very British strong style back and forth. Had really good promos going in. Jenny had a dude kind of being her backup and stuff like that. So basically, she had a lot of outside interference by him, but he also got line up getting knocked out. Really good back and forth. Really good physical physical ass match, and Valkyrie wins because the dude accidentally knocks Jenny with a clothesline.
Damn. All right.
Yeah, her name is yeah Olive Valkyrie. That was her name in NXT UK.
Okay. Let's see. Second one is oh yeah. This one is NXT. This one is Lyra Valkyria versus Dana Brooke. This one wasn't the longest match, but actually it was kind of cool to see. This is before Lyra really got like the current NXT look and stuff. It's
Yeah.
like before she had that really big ponytail that she had when she was with Tato.
Okay.
And but you can see here, this is like I think this might be Dana Brooke's last match
Okay.
because this is where her and Kalani. But you can see this is the transformation which where Dana was going to Ash by Elegance.
Okay.
Like she changed up her gear, her hair and stuff, and then basically the way she wrestles here, which obviously is better than she was like. You could tell in 20 before they let her go, she turned it up, right?
Yeah.
And she took that to TNA. I'll put it that way. So definitely a hard hitting match. This had one of the nastiest things I've seen where Dana pulled Lyra's feet off the top rope and she fell
Yeah.
like on her neck on the turnbuckle, but she's so short, like she kind of missed it and just fell completely to the mat. That's just, don't do that to me. That's messed up. Um, Again, they were extremely aggressive, but this is you can see Dana kind of turning, but Kalani doesn't get involved because
Yeah.
I think that's like the little the story going on. But Lyra catches her with her splash, and that's it. It's a wrap. And I think that's it for Dana. I hope she comes back soon.
Yep. Yep. Where is this match? I just had it. Um, damn, I just missed this match. Anyway, go to the other one then. Let's see. This was also NXT UK. This is Miko Samator versus Valkyrie. This was the NXT UK. This is still during 2021. I think this was for the NXT UK title, which was being held by Miko Samator. It got held till Mandy Rose. Mandy Rose unified it. So this match, if you want Japanese strong style versus British strong style or English or Irish strong style, this is what you get. They beat the living crap out of each other. A lot of submissions, a lot of technical stuff going on. Very back and forth. They have extremely good chemistry too, because there is not one move that was kind of off bar or anything like that. It was like a really well done match. Probably this is what made me see Valkyrie ready for like a bigger spot because this match really showed her true. This was on April 30th. There you go. Fantastic match, and the winner, Miko Samator.
All right. And the last one I have is let's see, September 17th, 2024, NXT, the tag match with Tatum Paxley and Lyra versus Winnie Chu and Rosemary.
Nice.
And this one was a super fun match. The the pairing of Tatum and Lyra, I hope at some point they are reunited because they were really good. Um, and it was just cool to see Winnie Chu and Rosemary because this was the beginning of the relationship
Yeah.
with TNA and NXT. And the again, this is more story stuff, but you see Lyra and Tatum getting along because obviously the whole thing was she didn't trust her because she won her championship, but then she turned out to be wanted to be wanted to really be her friend.
Yeah.
And then they ended up tag team partners. The one thing I will say was that they had really good chemistry as a tag team. Like they
Yeah.
started to get moves down. They had this really cool like double team clothesline into Russian leg sweep. Um, you look here and you see, even for the short time that Winichu and Rosemary were on the same team, like they were actually really good. So I don't know why they had to break that up. Like they had to go into that mini grudge match they had, but they were actually also very good. Um, and Tatum and Lyra went, and she does that awesome leg drop, also similar to uh Carmella, but still dope. And she
Nice.
takes out Rose.
Yep.
So there you go.
Yeah. All right, my last one. This is not NXT UK. They did have a match in NXT UK, but I chose the one that's outside of UK. This is Live Valkyrie versus Killer Kelly. This was Pro Wrestling Ulster, Ulster, September 23rd, 2018. This was for their championship. Live Valkyrie was the champion. Um, this was again very hard hitting, very uh, more strong, more submission based in this match. They were both trying to take each other out, but it got to a point that Killer Kelly catches her with a Dragon Sleeper. She punches her way out, and while gets out, she's acting like her head is in scrambles and stuff like that, and then she kicks the living shit out of Killer Kelly and takes the win. So she did some heel tactics there. So she was a heel there, and she takes the win, and she is still that champion. Fun match too. Definitely check it out. I think she had really good chemistry with her too. So and they also have a lot of stuff outside of NXT. All right. That's the wrestling retrospect. We'll have a new person at the end of the show. And now we go to the weekend wrestling. We kick off with Monday Night Raw. We have Jay Uso celebrate, like coming out with the crowd going crazy, and then Gunther was like, "Fuck that shit," and knocked his ass down. And they start fighting, and they had all the security come and to break him up, but Jay still flies at his ass, and it was good opening to Monday Night Raw.
Beat him. That's what I'd say. Just beat him up.
He was like, "I'm tired of this shit." He fucking
Hmm.
that
No more. No
table.
yeet. No
Yeah,
yeet.
no yeet, no yeet. The next match we had Io Sky versus Io Sky and Dakota Kai versus Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. This was a really good fucking match. Very hard hitting, and I think they just clicked on all cylinders in this match. But sadly, when she was doing a Batarang, Raquel Rodriguez was having Liv Morgan as a Batarang. She, I think, hit the brace of Dakota Kai, and she started busting out blood. But she took some cool ass pictures, and she looked like a badass. So I can't even tell you, like, that match was really good.
I still have issues with Raquel being a giant among women, and they still don't know how to let her be like she was in NXT. She was dominating girls. Now she is just a buffer for tag team moves. That's what I said. That's how I
I
feel.
agree. You know what? I could agree with that. Like,
How silly does it look when she stands there getting smacked around by somebody like Io? Like, come on, man.
yeah, you know what?
Come on.
That would take some points, just the fact that yeah, she's your big girl. You should be, again, weight matters. Weight and and realistic will matter. It will take more than 3 hits from Io Sky to take down Raquel Rodriguez. At least build that up until like later in the match, and then yeah, you could take more of the hits and sell better. But be strong in the beginning of that match.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah,
It just bums me out. Otherwise, other than that, the match was great.
yeah,
Liv looked like a badass.
yep. We got Bailey defeats Live Valkyrie to qualify for the Elimination Chamber match. Win off the IC champ.
The match was good. I thought it was very, very good.
Yeah.
I like that they had so much time. Do I like the outcome? Uh, uh, question mark. I don't know. It had me feeling some type of way.
I
I
feel.
think
Oh,
I think
sorry.
Lyra should have won. I think your new IC champ should have won. But I see the story they're trying to tell with Bailey
Yeah.
because she is kind of like right now she's the female John Cena,
Yeah.
and it's not in the bad way John Cena, not in the era I wasn't watching John Cena. It's the more she's doing everything
Yeah. She was busy all week.
at the All Star. What is it? All Star Celebrity Game.
Yesterday,
Like
Friday. Yeah.
I'm just saying, like she's at every appearance. She's doing all the media. She's doing all the shows. So she is now like the John Cena of the women's division. So I'm not mad because who knows what's gonna happen with her in the chamber. So let's see. Let's see.
Yeah. Um. So technically, if she has a pin over her, like say for instance Bailey does lose the chamber, does she get a IC title shot?
I mean, if they remember that,
Let me see. We had AJ Styles return and Dirty Dom comes out to ruin it.
of course he does. Of course he does. He still owes him.
Yeah.
I thought that AJ sunned him one time before and they didn't get back at him. So I
So
think the Judgment Day owes him.
yeah. So we see. We have the World Tag Team Champions, the War Raiders. They defeat the Creed Brothers by disqualification.
That was a good match. That was fantastic. I'm glad they had so much time. That you forget just how much of a base that the War Raiders are for like high quality matches.
Yeah, they do.
Because you kind of get a little when you see him as champs all the time, and then you watch the matches, and you're like, God damn, these guys rule. So I'm not mad at all.
There you go. We got Logan Paul getting interrupted by CM Punk, and that was great. Oh, Logan
I,
Paul interrupted CM Punk. My bad.
I said he went on. Yeah, he went on a tear. He had CM Punk had some good stuff to say. Um, but do you think he's gonna get eliminated in the chamber by Paul? I don't know.
I think they all gonna jump his ass.
They're gonna jump Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Are there still mystery slots?
There's
Like,
two
is
spots
there
left, but there's matches for them.
there's matches for both?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm about to say there's no mystery. All right, all
Because
right.
we're not sure if Roman's gonna be in it.
But he's not. He has not been scheduled for a match, right?
No.
All right, all right, all right.
And if Roman's in it, Punk's in it, Seth is in it, most likely they're gonna try to eliminate each other. Um, I feel like they're all gonna like take him out, like all finishers on him and take him out.
We'll see. We'll see.
Um, but good stuff. But Logan Paul defeats Rey Mysterio to qualify for the Elimination Chamber. I'm getting tired of seeing Rey Mysterio lose.
I agree. I agree.
Like,
But well, you gonna be tired of something else too if you
yeah,
see what happened after the match.
yeah, yeah. And then you got the New Day coming out. I didn't like the fact that they cut it off, and this is the reason
Yes.
of. I would just say this is the reason why you're on Netflix and you're supposed to have the extra time. Why didn't that stay on TV? That just annoyed me that you didn't have that like covered on TV. But yeah, the New Day did jump him, and they also cost him the match. But again, there's gonna get a time that like Ray, like, gotta give him some wins. Like especially like I don't know, man. I'm just like every time I see him fight someone now, I'm like he's gonna lose. He's gonna lose,
Yeah.
and that's
I mean, it's not like the matches are bad though.
no, it's
That
not
it
bad. It's just like
started out a little wobbly, and then it went to be on a really really good match.
yeah,
Um, I know what you mean.
yeah.
I know what you mean. The Hall of Fame, the living legend, Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, yeah. I keep telling you, oh, living legend, Hall of Famer. He's gonna lose again. That's like
Yeah, I know.
kind of puts a damper on his name, you know.
Yeah, I
Anyway,
know.
anyway, Monday Night Raw. What you give it?
I actually give it a minus because I thought it was a super good show because all the matches they gave time. Like if you notice, they let all the matches breathe, and then they had really good segments in between. So it was a good show. It's just this week I think it was a little bit of bias on my side because
Okay.
I told you how I felt about Raquel. I told you I think Lyra should have won,
Yeah.
and we don't like seeing Rey Mysterio lose all the time. Come on.
Exactly. This is New Day. That's fine.
But it was after the match. Now,
Yeah, it was after the match.
if that was during the match, it would have been so much. I think it would have been better for to save Ray, but also just for boom, they spoiled the match. He can't go to Chamber. There you go.
Yeah, it gives you more reason, Ray, to get revenge on the New Day, not just getting jumped again. You cost them a title match,
Hmm.
and you could have made that more. Yeah, I agree with that. We go to NXT. This is the night before Vengeance Day, and we get kick off with Bailey versus Cora Jade. Solid match.
Very good. Very good. And then you get the surprise hugger, which I think she should have did that. She should come out in every different.
Yeah.
They have to have him in the back. Just give her every one of Bailey's gear and just customize it for Roxanne. Just mess with her. Just every day, every show.
But
But really, really good match.
Jade wins, and she found gets a spot in the world title match.
Yep.
Perez wasn't happy about that.
Well, I mean, what did she come out there for? She would have won if it wasn't for her.
She went out there to fuck with her head. She was mad when Cora Jade actually landed winning.
It's just like she didn't think.
She's like, God damn it.
She just reacted.
Yep, yep.
She
Hank,
saw the gear and was like, I gotta do it.
yep. Hank and Tank versus Normal, Catch, QCC, and Bridge and Arma for number one contendership for the
Good
tag
God.
titles.
This was another one. Yo, this tag division, it don't look like it, but it's just as good as any other one.
Yeah,
As
it's
good as
picking
ever.
up. It's very picking up.
Like Hank and Tank took a while to grow on me, but they ain't have a bad match yet. Them dudes is ridiculous. And that new Japanese guy's got some unique offense, which I like.
Yeah.
Like his frog splash is ridiculous. You saw that? It looks like a
Yeah.
boulder. I like the description. It looks like a boulder.
Yeah. um, what else we got? We
Super
got
good.
Lexus King
Super
versus
good.
JDC. Dirty
Solid.
Dango.
Solid match. And again, this the NXT might have been my favorite show this week. I'm just saying. Match wise, it might have been. Like I liked the reintroduction of JDC. Again, people was like, I saw the thing you retweeted. Just it's kind of surreal seeing him come out to the system theme on NXT. It's like, oh, that's cool. That's cool. I like it.
Yeah, I was really happy to hear the system theme, and the Titantron too.
And good match. So,
Good match. We got Nikita Lyons versus Zaire.
wait.
Yeah.
Before we go, I think. Oh no, because wasn't this before the matches next, or was the Nikita match like a
The
whole thing?
the Nikita match was all right. So they had a backstage thing before.
Okay, they don't have it on the site. I
Yeah,
got
yeah,
you.
yeah. They did have a backstage segment which led to this match. So you had Nikita Lyons versus Zyra.
Got you.
Zara. Lions
Was
defeat
Zarya?
Zara.
Come on, Zarya?
Zarya, yeah.
Yes. No, Zarya won.
It says Lions defeat Zarya.
That's that's weird. It doesn't say on
It's
on
probably.
the
Oh yeah,
website.
he did do fucked up. Because it's funny because he says results Lions defeats Zara, right? And then on the his writing, he's like Zara the F5s and pins to for the win, and then he has the result. So it was yeah, it's an error on the person
Well,
who
that's not
wrote
even
this.
right. She hit with a spear, and that's what it says. It has two different descriptions on the WWE
Yeah,
thing. It's completely different from that.
yeah, I'm on fucking Bleach Report. So
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
um, solid match.
It wasn't supposed to be a big thing because I know it was too much stuff on the show. But I hope hopefully they get a longer match with more time because it seemed like they building up a rivalry.
Yeah,
She ain't got no rivals, right?
yeah, she just starting
But
shit. And
they're
they
finally starting the personality stuff. I like the skit they played for the Best
yeah,
Over Cushion. So they working on.
there you go. And then our main event was actually no, the main event. Yeah, that was the main event. The main event is our steel cage match. We have Rich Holland and Tony D'Angelo. Before that, we had a
Sure.
minor crowd interruption.
Minor, excuse me. How dare you?
A big crowd interruption with they didn't name him, but we know
Nope.
who he is.
Yes,
Kind
sir.
of reminded me of the Scott Hall thing. You may know. It kind of did. It kind of reminded me of Scott Hall because they couldn't. I don't think they could legally use his name on TV at the time, so they didn't name him at all. But again, yeah, I don't know who he is. And Ricky Stark showed up on
Yes, sir.
NXT.
Call him Rich. Just call him Richard.
Richard
Dick Starks. Dick Starks. There you go.
Richard Starch. um, but yeah, they couldn't say his name on TV.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, and then we go into this match. D'Angelo defeats Holland. Very good match.
Solid. Solid.
But Izzy Dame betrays
Couldn't
the
trust.
Dawn
Couldn't trust him.
for Sean Spears.
It seemed too convenient that she was just hanging around them.
Yeah,
Just saying.
the one thing I will say, and this also happens on happened earlier in the show as well, and then also happens on Raw as well. Why are people not interfering the match when waiting for it to finish then to fuck up the match? Wouldn't it have been more impactful if she would have cost the Don the title than just betraying them after he won the title?
True. True.
And that's the same thing with the New Day and Logan Paul. You could have saved Ray's win and it could have been a DQ kind of thing. No, it couldn't be because then have the New Day interfere and hit Rey Mysterio outside the ring and then cost him the match, and then Logan Paul wins because the interference. But you could have did it in that way instead of having them jump and then the TV got cut off. Then you
True.
also with Roxanne
True.
Perez coming out. She came out with it, but didn't do nothing. It fucking did something that it didn't. She didn't want. So yeah,
True.
that could have just interfered shit. Just interfered the match. Cost the 10. I think it would have been more impactful if you would have cost the Don the title.
I tell you what was impactful. That felly driver on that chair. Ugh.
Oh yeah,
Ugh.
yeah, that
I
was
don't
painful.
do that to me.
NXT, where you give it?
I give it an A.
I give
I
it
think
an
it
A
was
as well. It was a really strong show.
I guess the only complaint I would have is like you said is just some of those interferences should mean more
Yeah,
because they should take more away from the wrestler instead of just making them mad.
yeah. Like if you're gonna have the interference, at least use it then,
Hmm.
and then you can still build story. Like again, I think it would have been more impactful if Rich Holland would have if Izzy Dame called Rich Holland instead of it the way it happened. Anyway, we go to AEW Dynamite. Did you watch the whole show?
No, I watched the first half,
Okay.
so I didn't see the tag match and beyond. I guess.
Yeah. So you had Matt Caster versus Hangman Page, open challenge. Page defeats Caster. I don't know what they're doing with this, but it is what it
It's
is.
it's funny because they started that a while ago when Hangman's been chasing him around like a.
Yeah.
It's something funny and it's something for Caster to do. I don't know what they're gonna do with the rest of the team,
Yeah.
but I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
Uh, Ricochet delivered a confident promo on Swerve Strickland after his win. Prince Nana tried to convince the Mono to move on from the one and only.
I think
Um,
I think that might be the one little piece of the crack in the foundation.
yeah.
is Nana saying, "Why you always gotta make it personal?" He's like, "Come on, man, you supposed to go after the championship." And it's like, yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah,
You're not wrong. Swerve is crazy.
yeah.
You're not wrong.
Like to stab people with syringes.
He said after Hangman burnt his house down, he can't control it no more. So
Yeah,
um,
but that also gives him reason. Like it's not like he's crazy for no reason.
yeah, that's what I mean. He said it. He said it. So
That's true. Trios Championship, Death Riders versus United Undisputed Kingdom. Um,
they need they. I think personally they should have lost that match because I am more invested in the undisputed era with gold than without. Particularly those three guys.
yeah,
I'm not invested in the Death Riders. Now that said, it makes me happy to see Claudio and Pac with gold, but when the story's kind of
yeah,
doesn't mean as much to me. You
yeah.
know what I
I
mean?
agree. I agree. Um, we got Samoa Joe, Hook, and Sabata versus. I don't know why this was just a waste of time.
They just wanted to get what's his name, John. What's it call it? Spoilers: is Serpentico without his mask.
Yeah,
They just wanted to give him a check. That's all it was.
like y'all legit. Yeah, y'all did not need to do this. Y'all just
No,
murdered three men for no reason.
no. Yep.
Powerhouse Hobbs and the Outrunners interrupt Learning Tree's attack on Bandito. This is another big part of the show. I just don't care.
The vortex of Jericho now
Yeah,
has now sucked in the Outrunners. God damn it.
yeah. Um, we have MJF versus Dustin Rhodes. I thought this was solid.
Yeah, I have not. I didn't see it, so I might go back and watch that.
Megan Bayne versus Maya World. This was a squash match. Bayne wins. Then Statlander comes out, and then they have a little scuffle.
The- Listen, I understand how everybody's got to be like, "Ooh, the new big person on campus. I got to
Yeah,
beat you up." But imagine if the two of them teamed up
yeah.
and just beat the shit out of everybody. That'd be great.
If they actually had tag titles.
I mean, at this point, they don't need it.
Yeah,
It's just two big women just beating up everybody and have them take both belts.
there you
That's
go.
it.
I
That's
wouldn't
it.
pass it. Harley Cameron with an awesome rap song, and then goes into a personal promo for the Grand Slam Championship. Very well done. Like again, this lady's extremely fucking talented. Spoiler alert, for Grand Slam, she does have a great match with Mercedes Monet. Like probably one of her best outs there, and she hung with Monet, and she did a great job in that match too. So really hope for the best for her. Like she's definitely fucking talented. World Tag Team Champions, Hurt Syndicate versus the Guns. I had a lot of problems with this match.
Hmm.
So
All
my
right.
big problem. Did you see this match or no?
No, 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 I
All
didn't
right.
watch it.
So first of all, then you had then after the match you had Brian Cage and Lance Archer come out and like then they were like, all right, we gonna challenge you next. You could have saved. You could have had this match for them, and you could have built the Guns back in the routine and actually set him up for a bigger match with the Hurt Syndicate, but you didn't. Also, where's Jay White with them? They didn't even cross paths. They haven't even come out together yet, and that's a cool entrance. Beyond that, the referee was a fucking idiot. The whole match, like Bobby Lashley, legit came in and ran the match whenever the fuck he wanted. He didn't even tag, and then honestly, the ref didn't even tell him to tag or anything like that. He just let it happen. And it's not even he didn't like fight him to go to the corner or anything like that. He just let it happen. He was like, okay, whatever. I'm getting paid. I don't care. But that shit annoys the shit out of me. I feel like the Guns return was supposed to be a big thing, and they wasted it on and had them lose again. So I was the match itself, like their chemistry in the ring and stuff like that, and this is like aside from it, they worked good together. Everything worked
Okay.
well. I
Hmm.
say one, Bobby Lashley sells way too much. And he's talking about the big people selling too much. Bobby Lashley sells too much, and I feel like he should be a bit more dominant. As Shelton Benjamin is the one taking kind of the beatings, and Bobby should be a bit stronger in that sense.
They should they should
He
just be
shouldn't, but like,
they should just be a black wall.
yeah,
They
I could
shouldn't
agree with
sell for
that.
nobody. None of them should sell for
I could
nobody.
agree with that, but I think Lashley does like oversell sometimes when he does shouldn't have to, especially
No, I know,
against
I know.
like Austin Gunn, which is like a foot tall, shorter than he is.
But he's stocky. It's not like a piece of paper's hit though.
But it's
I get
Bobby
it.
Lashley though. Like I understand if you go to a regular person, but Bobby Lashley's a fucking big ass dude, so
This is true. This is true.
I would like that. I think they had good chemistry though. Like the match itself, it's good. The referee stuff really annoyed me and really took me away from it because I start scratching my head when I keep seeing Bobby Lashley come in the ring and the ref not doing a goddamn thing for it.
Hmm. Hmm.
And does MVP need the cane? Because I know he's wrestling
Uh,
again. He just has it as a
if you watch the AEW, hey EW,
yeah.
he tells RJ no, he does not need a cane.
Okay, he just has it.
It's a fashion accessory,
Okay,
but he uses it to hurt people.
that's fine. As long as he uses it. Again, props. Use the prop. I'm fine with that. Then Cope finally convinces Moxley to fight him at Revolution. They get jumped. Jay White comes to the save, and Jay gets jumped as well. And then Moxley says that he's gonna end his career at Australia.
Spoilers, I don't think he did.
He did not that. First of all, why Edge has a mullet?
He's a wrestler.
That is a mullet. That is a
Because he's a
retinous
wrestler.
mullet.
He's showing his solidarity with Dom. He didn't forget.
Dom defeated him, so now he shows a mullet.
Hey, that's
Um,
his brother in arms.
I don't like the fact that Jay White is kind of a sidekick here, and not like a person that wants the title either. I don't like the fact that they had to bribe John Moxley to defend the title. Where the fuck is the owner or anything like that to be like, hey, you're defending the title. There's none of that either. So you have, I don't know what you're doing with Death Riders and how much power they have and whatnot, but you make me scratch my head every single time. Yeah, I try to do shit. And honestly, any match if they dumb or anything like that, it becomes a hardcore match in anyway. So I'm just getting tired of the storyline. I'm not interested whatsoever. And I like Moxley. I like Edge.
I put it. I put one thing that's the problem for me this way. They need, and I know this is an old school thing, but they need a guy, a Jack Tunney. And I'm only saying that because they need a person that you can't touch.
Yeah.
That's an authority figure because they beat the shit out of Christopher Daniels.
Yeah, I was about to say
They
they had
killed him.
one and they killed him. They
So
had one and killed him.
they need a guy that could be on screen that can't be touched.
Yeah. And
That can be the second to the mouthpiece for Tony,
yeah,
and then handle business.
I think
Now,
they
if it's a
should do that.
man or a woman, it doesn't matter. He just needs somebody with absolute power. That's like neutral
I agree with
at
that.
first. At first, you can go in the storyline and make him evil or whatever later.
Yeah.
But as of right now, they got nobody because they killed the last guy.
Yeah, I agree with that. I feel like that, like they make their own shit up, and that's kind of what annoys me. Look at Raw. Raw has Adam Pearce. SmackDown has Atlas. This good.
All
Nick
this.
Aldis, and
Hmm.
NXT has Ava. So like they all have their authority figure. Like, TNA has
I mean,
Santino.
everybody has. NWA has some
Yeah.
money too.
So
It's
like
just
yeah, it
everybody
makes
has.
sense because especially because people are just making their own matches and
Yes,
you're allowing it to happen.
and
Um.
the inmates are running the asylum, and it's
Exactly.
not fun.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
AEW, I give I go B. No, I'll go C. C plus. It's getting harder and harder to be interested in it. There's things I really tried my best to get interested in. At least Tony Storm, My Rai I was focused on that. Holly Cameron, whatever she's on, I'm focused on that. I'm digging Ricochet and Swerve. It's getting to a point that I'm like, I'm accepting what they're doing and kind of going with it. So it gotten better.
I I think the job is on them to show the stuff that they do outside, because the
Yeah.
thing where they went to the indie shows and he's wearing a robe and Swerve shows up and like they still having beef outside. I think that adds to it.
Did they show that on Dynamite though?
They showed like a still. They didn't show the whole thing when he
I
was in the
think
ring.
you know what? I agree with that. Then they you should like highlight that and actually tell the story of what happened during that because they'll put more eyes on that match.
Also, Nana wasn't mad about the robe. Nana was still just mad about Swerve being personal, but he didn't say anything about his robe being stolen.
Yeah,
He didn't say, "Give me my robe back."
he probably don't care. It's material.
It's
I
supposed
get
to
it.
be symbolic.
Yeah,
It's supposed to be sentimental to him.
he's
I
busy.
don't get.
He's
I don't.
busy. He's busy selling coffee. That's why.
Yeah, that's true.
That's all. As long as that coffee's being sold, he don't care.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that.
Yeah.
Let me get the beans. What's up with that guy?
We go to Friday Night SmackDown and we have Vic Joseph on commentary with Ray
That
Barrett.
was. I'm biased. I'm giving it this. I'm bumping the score.
Yeah, I like
Bumping the show.
I like Vic Joseph as a commentator.
Yep.
But I grew with Joe Tesoro. I enjoy him. Him and Ray Barrett have very good chemistry, but I like Vic Joseph a lot. But yeah, he was on SmackDown. I was like, oh shit, I forgot. I just realized he was on SmackDown. You had the American Nightmare and Drew McIntyre go back and forth with each other on promos. It was good.
I like the again more evolution to Drew's character. He didn't just beat up Cody.
Yeah,
he didn't just he didn't just beat up Jimmy when he went in the back talking trash either. So he's more of an antagonist now. This comes around and sticks you with a little bit of truth.
yeah. Then we had Jacob Fatu coming out, and then they saw
Hmm.
Solo Sakura arrive, and Fatu looked upset and went back to the backstage.
He said, I'm gonna talk to him first."
Yep,
He didn't say, "I love you, Solo."
he was dressed in all white too.
Drew, he's not wearing red. Uh-oh.
Yeah. We had
And he was
Naomi.
driving himself. I have to point that out. He
Yeah.
was driving himself. He didn't have a driver.
Yes. Naomi versus Chelsea Green.
I like the match. It
Good
was
match.
they actually pretty hard hitting at points.
Yeah.
Um, so this was for qualifying match, right?
Yeah, for the chamber.
I mean, I kind of get why they don't want the champs like they did it to both of them. They
Yeah.
don't want the two women champs in the chamber.
Yeah.
But here's my thing, right? I still think they should be in a highlighted spot on the show because those are new belts.
Then I feel like you should not have put them in to qualify.
No, because you're a high profile. You should be able to.
But
Technically should be able to try to get two belts. It's not like she took a shortcut.
yeah, I get that. But
Cause,
then you
cause
could
I'll
have
put it
had
this
her
way to you,
do
Mark.
something else with the U.S. title and then just have another person qualify.
Yes, but hear me out. Because they're a champ usually means they win, right?
Yeah.
I don't know about Chelsea. Chelsea's different. But I will
She
say
tried.
it's not like she shortcut to get the spot to qualify.
No,
I
she
will
did
put
not.
that
She
way.
earned it.
So to that end, it's like it's okay if they do the match. It's just you end up with that problem, and it's like it kind of sucks to have both of the champions just lose like that,
Yeah.
clean, because they both lost to good guys.
Yeah.
So it was no cheating.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Well, they tried. Piper did try.
no, but she didn't cost Chelsea the match.
No,
That's the
she didn't.
thing. You know what I mean?
But good match. Very good match. Um, Maradona was complaining about for a hard cam.
That's funny. All right.
Los Garza versus Motor City Machine Guns. Very good match.
That was very good.
MCMG win.
Yes, very good match.
Um, we had sighting of Shinsuke Nakamura. He comes out, and then looking for a challenger. LA Knight comes out, then The Miz comes out, both wanting the U.S. Championship.
It's good,
Lines are going into a
but
fight. Knight wins.
I like the back and forth. They might end up as a tag team. They're good. They're
Yeah,
good jabbing each other like that.
yeah, I agree. And I like The Miz could go with anybody, so I think he could settle himself with anybody. I like
Hmm.
I like them. I like the presentation of Nakamura. A lot of people are complaining that Nakamura is not there enough and things like that, and I understand that. His presentation and how he's acting is
That's
fucking
not
cool.
true.
People are
That's not,
bitching that he's the worst champion right now.
he,
I
I mean,
like
you can
him.
feel how you
Like
want to
it's not
feel
me.
about
Like
his matches,
I no. I think
but
he
I'll point out,
delivers.
I point out that's not true to say that he's not there because he had a match like a week ago,
No,
not last week, the week before.
yeah,
So again, he's defending his championship.
yeah,
I don't understand. You don't have to like him, and also he's a bad guy. He's
yeah.
not supposed to be
Sure.
happy. Oh, I want to defend this. No, that's never the MO of the villains.
I
They want
think
to keep it as long as possible.
I feel like they need more segments with him though. Like if
I
he's not
feel
on the
like he
show, you need his like his little promo that he does with the fucking subtitles and shit. And at least
no.
one or two.
I'll do you one better. He just needs to miss people.
Yeah, that too. I'll
He
take that.
just he needs to not just act dignified and stand there and have a showdown with LA Knight at the end of the match. He should just miss him.
Yeah,
Now whether LA Knight gets hit or not, that's up to you because it's happened to him before. So I know how you could do. Oh, he ducks it or whatever. But he shouldn't be standing around. He shouldn't be talking. He shouldn't be looking at. He should be a threat. So
yeah.
every time be like, what the hell is he gonna do? That's how I feel Nakamura should be.
I agree. I agree with
Because
that.
he dangerous. He is
Like
dangerous.
the Miz and LA Knight should have got missed.
The Miz should have got missed. At least if it was by accident and you want LA Knight to win the match, right?
Yeah,
He goes for LA Knight and he hits the Miz.
I think one of them
So,
should have got missed. One of them.
but that's what he should be doing. It got passed down to him. You should use it.
Yeah, I agree
Just
with
saying.
that. I agree with that because I love his presentation. I love how he comes to the ring. I love the style that he has already. He's fucking dope. Just again, I feel like maybe the little vignettes here and there, but like at least know that your champion is there and shit like that. I don't
Hmm.
understand the whole thing of them wanting to defend their title, especially as a heel. And again, heels don't want to defend the title. They would just want to hold it and not have to fight. It's baby faces that want to defend the title, and that's something that people don't realize either. He's a heel. He don't have to
He's not
defend his title.
a good guy.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. That if you ever go in the history of fucking wrestling, heels don't want to defend their title. It's the baby faces that always are idiots and be like, "Hey, we're going to do an open challenge every fucking night," and then now I'm breaking my back and I lost.
This is true.
um, Miz and LA Knight was really good though. I really enjoyed that match. We did have backstage stuff with Carmelo and Hayes and our Truth. That shit was actually
That
really
was
funny.
great.
And they land up having a match. Hayes beats Truth. Good match.
Yep, it wasn't a long match. Didn't need to be, but solid.
I loved Alexa Bliss's backstage segment with Nia Jax as well.
Yes.
The cookie
Do
shit.
you remember? Do you remember? I beat you for the championship. Did she? Yes, that's what she beat, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
They fought at WrestleMania. No,
Hmm.
Nia Jax beat her.
Oh, it was the other way around.
Yeah, Nia
You
Jax beat
sure?
her. Yeah.
Who did Bliss
She
get the
took the
championship
belt.
from?
She took the belt off of her with the Money in the Bank.
But she still took the championship
She
from
lost
Nia,
to
right?
Nia because you remember she was doing that bullying like thing with their friendship and shit. Nia beat her for the title, so they did fight
Okay.
before. And then
Okay.
that same year, Money in the Bank, Alexa won and she cashed in on Nia Jax. No, Nia Jax and Ronda Rousey.
Okay. Okay.
She threw her over the
Gotcha.
table and shit. Yeah.
Okay.
We got Tiffany Stratton versus Nia Jax. very good match and help from Trish Stratus outside the ring too.
It was okay. There was too many boo boos in this match for me,
Okay.
and I was like, I thought they would have been a better match, a better fit. Like there was just some stuff she tried to go for with Nia. I was like, she can't do that,
Yeah.
or like misplaced timing and stuff. So it was just a little
Okay.
not bad, but like it was enough to just throw me off of it. Um, I don't know, man. It's just looking like since last week, Tiffany's well, she's shaking, man. I think she's shaking.
Yeah.
I think Charlotte shook her. That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying.
And Charlotte did come out and said that she is facing her at WrestleMania.
Now that I don't understand. It's it's February. Like there's not going to be any more tension this entire time between her and Rhea, and that it's just that's it.
Yeah.
Seemed a little rushed, don't you think?
Yeah. I think she fears Rhea. That's why.
No, but I mean, just this storyline wise, like it just seems a little rushed. Like
Yeah, I feel like that too. I feel like they just want the matches set kind of thing, and they could go from there. I feel like you could have had more time with Charlotte, like deciding. She could have even decided the last minute, just so the person can prepare.
I know. And why is she wearing pajama pants? I don't care if they cost $20,000. Those pajama pants, they ain't look good. Cause she has worked away what little butt she has, so they don't hold up.
Yeah.
Like, why is she wearing pajama pants?
Notable things we had DIY Pretty Deadly backstage segment was really cool. I'm loving what they're doing with the Street Profits and their little promo segments. They're really good. It reminds me of that show Power 50 Cent's pretty show. The style, like what they look like and shit, it reminds me of that TV show. So use it. Looks fucking cool.
Hmm.
Um, and then we have our main event: Jacob Fatu versus Braun Strowman versus Damon Priest for the spot in the Elimination Chamber. And Priest takes that spot. I still say he
I
should
thought
have
it was a good
chokeslammed
match.
Cody though. Huh?
Really? No, no.
Priest won.
Well, no. I'm saying why would Priest choke slam Cody? No, don't
I
do that.
know. Why not?
No, don't
He's
do
not your
that.
friend,
Yeah, but he's not his enemy. He doesn't hate him.
but he wants to let him know, like, I'm not fucking with you.
I mean, all he has to do is look him in his eyes, and then Cody looks up and he's like, "Oh yeah,
I'm
you're
just
like
saying.
a head taller than me."
I'm just saying. I would have liked to see Cody. I missed when Alex Black used to kick him in the head. So
Yeah, that's
sometimes
true.
I want Cody to get chokeslam. So I wish he got chokeslam. But
That's
it
true.
was a very good match, very high end match,
I
and
had a problem with the match, and I'll tell you what it is.
yeah,
It's the same problem I have with Raquel. There's only one Braun Strowman,
yeah,
and this man used to try to kill people on a regular basis. And I get that you build in Jacob to be like that Umaga power level, because he's if you put in terms of wrestlers when it comes to you can't stop this guy. There's like a giant like Strowman, and then there would be a guy like Umaga like down the rung, right? Like right
yeah,
below. So I get that, but I just feel like he's constantly in a position, Strowman, where he looks more like a regular person. It's like, come on, man. There's things that he should just be shrugging off. That there's ridiculous things that happen to him that he should still shrug off.
yeah.
Just
I
saying.
could agree with that
Because
because
remember,
you have Jacob
he
doing
tried
it.
to, they tried to kill him.
Yeah, he
It's
should
just
be
certain
more
things.
mad too,
True, true,
Braun, because he tried to kill him.
true.
He should be more angry in there. So that should be more power there as well. Like he should be extra mean to when
Like,
he fights Jacob.
but like I'm saying, like the the spike from Solo, that shouldn't have did anything. It should have made him mad.
Yeah,
That's all I'm saying. You do a move to Braun that normally takes out a regular person, it shouldn't take him out. That's all I'm saying.
I could understand that. What you give SmackDown?
I give it a B plus.
I could go the same. I go yeah. I'll go B. I'll go regular B. There was some good stuff. There were some questionable things, but for the overall, I thought that it was a solid show, and I like Vic Joseph on commentating, so
Yep.
it goes in there.
The one thing that this whole story, Cody's story, this past year into this year, it has the feeling should be on my end. I think whoever he faces at Mania, KO should cost him the match.
Yeah,
He should not let him win. That should be his MO. As mad as he is,
yeah,
as crazy as he should not let Cody win. The same way that Cody wouldn't let Roman win, and the Avengers came and beat Roman.
yeah.
I think KO should just be by himself and just not let Cody win. Just saying. Not get DQ, not get DQ, not let him win.
I get that. So we'll do Grand Slam and Vengeance Day next week.
Yes.
All right, but yeah, there were some really good matches there. Little spoiler, we got new champs on both of those, so stay tuned for that. All right, we go to podcasts we listen to. I listened to quite a few. Jericho had Scott Steiner, and that was probably one of his first interviews he done in a long, long time, or first interviews period. He's not known to be doing podcasts, so Scott Steiner on Jericho's podcast was actually really good. I enjoyed it. It was a good listen. Um, I will say also Chris Van Vliet. Hey, he had Undertaker's wife. And new announcement Hall of Famer. I forgot her name.
Michelle
Something
McCool.
Michelle McCool. Yeah,
Hmm.
she was on there, and also Carlito. That was one of his live shows interview on there. That was actually really good too with Carlito. I did listen to Bustin' Open, some of their stuff on there as well. I think Roxanne Perez was on Ice Cube's
Hmm.
son's podcast. That was
I
actually really good.
saw. Yep.
So yeah, a lot of good stuff. And
The
Harley
one thing
Cameron
I saw.
was on
Oh, go
Busted
ahead. Go
Open.
ahead.
And Harley
Okay.
Cameron was on Busted Open.
Yeah, that one I heard.
Yeah.
The one bust open thing I heard was the part two of the Undertaker and Bully.
Yeah.
That's a good listen. Check that out. Like to hear that Undertaker knows who Ricky Starks is because they were doing the interview while NXT was happening,
Yeah.
and he saw on the monitor and was pointing to him, and then they stopped and talked about him, and I was like, that's cool. And he has like a story, an actual story to tell about him.
Yeah. I like
That was a
I like it
positive thing.
when you hear shit like that, especially
Hmm.
shit that you don't really know. Like Brian Myers, he explains when he helped The Rock. He helped train The Rock for Cena,
Hmm.
and The Rock sent him and there was him and someone else. They sent him like his Under Armour gear and stuff like that. So like every Christmas he gets a Christmas package from The Rock. It's because he helped him throughout the time and shit like that. And Brian Myers always talks about it. Like he was there, like they always told him that he was a good worker and hard worker and shit like that. And they trusted him with those people and shit. It was always cool to hear the shit like that. He did a lot of backstage shit too, Ricky Stark. I saw like him and Samoa Joe in WWE. He got beat up in catering.
Yeah, wasn't he a security guard though?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He did a lot. He did a lot of extra work.
Hmm.
So, all right. And also shout outs to Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. They always have good stuff. And all the new figures, and they announce so much shit. So definitely check that out when you get a
Yeah,
chance.
so I think Lyra got a was it a was it a basic figure or was it the an elite?
I think she got. I think her basic is first coming out.
Okay, because I believe they showed that was one of the figures they showed. There was like seven or so people.
Yeah,
They got something brand new that was cool. So
that Axiom figure looks cool. I might actually have to go everyone.
wait, they I didn't see Axiom. Oh,
Yeah, he's a chase, so he has two different colors. He has the purple and the blue.
mm, no gold.
He comes with
Ooh.
the NXT Championship too.
No, no, no. He doesn't come with the gold outfit.
No,
Ooh.
Yeah, it's the red, it's the blue, and it's the purple. I think
Mm-hmm.
that gold one's dope though. But that's the current, more current. He started wearing that one.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, they're not current. That's the only thing is when they make the figures. WWE 2K25, they've been showing a lot of stuff on that too. They did show the island, the relevancy thing is pretty much the NBA 2K city. So like, it's gonna be pay to play. Like if you want your character to be like a 80, you're gonna put money into it. I'm not crazy about that, so I'm most likely not getting that edition. I'll probably get the base game, pretty much. And then I'll wait to they announce Penta being a DLC, which I think he is gonna be DLC. Cause it's Punk kind of came in around the same time, and they still added Punk as DLC and 2K24. So
The one thing I saw that was cool was the wherever street or neighborhood that has Oscar's arcade in it.
yeah, Oscar Arcade. They had Rhea Ripley's body piercings and tattoos. They have like a lot of random shit like that. Like I think I will try it out to see what it is, but I'm not spending a dime on that shit.
It sounds like the thing that they put in Tekken and Street Fighter. Sounds like the World Tour.
It sounds like it, but it's 100% what NBA 2K does. It's
Alright.
100% that. That as in you're gonna be able to wrestle each other and things like that, and then pretty much in order they're gonna have you buy clothes. They're gonna have Jordan. You want Jordan pair of sneakers? You putting like 400 coins in or some shit like that. There's gonna be a lot
Oh,
of
they
microtransactions.
don't use in game
You
currency. They use
can
real
get the
money.
in game currency, but it's gonna take a while. So most
Well, I mean,
people, yeah.
But I mean, isn't that like the same as everything else? Because look, what's the difference between a Street Fighter and that? Don't you buy?
Oh, it's a
Because
lot more.
don't you buy cosmetics in Street Fighter? Remember,
Yeah,
the
it
turtles
is
are like
true.
$20.
Yeah, it is true. No, it's very similar to the street. No, I'll say it 100% is very similar to the Street Fighter.
Like
But
they don't, they're
NBA
not
is a lot.
nice.
It's just a lot more. Like the way they NBA does it, it's a lot more. Like you're paying for stats, you're paying for clothes, you're paying for this, you're paying for that. Like if you want a decent wrestler now, like when you start the game and you're gonna grind, you're gonna be a 60 for like a year. You're not gonna go that crazy, that high, unless you're playing like 10 hours a day. Um, or most people are gonna land up paying at least 50 to $100 to get the character, or at least around 80, 85.
That sounds.
That's NBA does that shit, and that's fucking ridiculous.
Uh, well,
But if
I mean,
that's you and that's what you like, hey, by all means.
I'm sure it's not going to be that staggered because isn't wrestling. Isn't when you do custom wrestlers, your score is like that's the only thing that really differentiates you, like your moves or whatever,
So that's gonna
right?
be separate from the creator wrestler, at least. So the creator wrestler is gonna be
I
separate. You're
see.
gonna
I
make your
see.
own character, and that's gonna be the base character for that.
All right, all right. As long
Yeah,
as they keep it separate and you can still just go wrestle and
yeah,
make characters, that's fine. That's fine.
yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. I like the story modes and shit like
That's
that.
fine.
But I actually went back and played. I finished up the story modes in 2K24, and they're pretty good. Did the ladies? I made a Julie. I downloaded a custom Julia, and then the men's one I did Matt Cardona. I downloaded a Matt Cardona and I did it with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, 2K25 is coming out next month. So be stay tuned. Last but not least, wrestling retrospect, and it's my pick, I think. Right. Um, I will go with. Uh, you know what? Did we do Ricky Stark?
I don't think so.
I don't think we did either. Let's see, wrestling retrospect. I know he has a lot of good like NWA matches. He fought the Question.
Question mark. Question mark.
Yes, he fought the Question Mark. I think he's the one that took the title from him. Yeah, Ricky Stark will be our pick. All right. And we wrap this up. This is the Wrestling Battle Podcast. Thank you for listening. Follow us on all social medias via Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, Twitch, and TikTok. All Mark at the Mic. Also, Red Cycling Inc. Follow Red Cycling Inc.
Yes, sir. Make sure you follow us anywhere and everywhere. Recyclone Inc. That is Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, and we got a WordPress.
Yep, yep. Peace out, laters, and always remember